Ever wondered why your ex behaved exactly like every other ex? Why Bollywood keeps releasing the same film with new faces? Or why your teacher says your interpretation is wrong even when it felt right? Hello everyone, welcome to Theory That Doesn't Make You Cry, where we explain literary theory so clearly that even Derrida would say, okay, that makes sense. Today we begin with structuralism, the theory that says your life follows patterns, not destiny. So, what is structuralism? Let's keep it simple. Structuralism says nothing has meaning by itself. Meaning comes from structures, relationships, and systems. Imagine language as a giant railway system. Words are trains. They move only because the tracks already exist. So, Saussure, the father of structuralism, basically told us, don't obsess about individual words. Look at the system behind them. And he gave us signifier, which is the sound or image. For example, the word tree. And signified, the concept in your mind, those green leafy things. And sign, which is the combination of both signifier and signified. But the real dhamaka is, a word means something only because it is not something else. Tree is not bush, bush is not jungle, and jungle is not city. Boom, the structure of differences gives meaning. Structuralists believe literature, myths, films, poems, rituals, jokes, everything follows structures. And these structures shape stories across cultures, times, and places. And funny real life example? Let's talk about your love story. Not because I want to, but because it's the perfect example. Your relationship probably went like this. Initial excitement, slow bonding, idealization, miscommunication, drama, breakup, healing plus Instagram motivational quotes. Now look at your friend's love story and your cousin's love story and every romantic Bollywood movie ever. Same structure, different cast. And the structuralism says, this is not your personal tragedy. This is a universal narrative pattern. And now let's discuss literature, because that's why you are here. Take Shakespeare. To a structuralist, Hamlet is not special, Othello is not special. Why? Because they share the same deep narrative structure. A hero with a flaw, a conflict, rising tension, misinterpretation, tragic climax, resolution, or chaos. This structure repeats across cultures. Now take Mahabharata. Innocent heroes, journey, obstacle, crisis, triumph, same structure. Take Marvel movies. Ordinary person, superpower, villain, crisis, final battle, same structure. Meaning, stories travel across cultures because structures repeat. And is there a science behind structuralism? Basically, structuralists were inspired by science, especially linguistics and anthropology. Saussure studied language. Levi-Strauss studied myths and kinship patterns. Barthes studied pop culture, ads and fashion. And they believed, if language has structure, culture must have one too. If culture has structures, literature must follow them. If literature follows patterns, critics must decode the patterns. They treated literature like a crime scene. Not who did it, but how the crime works in general. And let's see why students find it confusing. Most students think structuralism means study the structure of the poem. No, it's not about rhyme, meter, stanza or syllable count. Structuralism studies deep patterns, cultural codes, systems of meaning, and universal templates. Basically, it studies the software and not the interface. And now let's go a bit serious and have some UGC oriented explanation. For UGC NET, remember these 5 things. Social, long, parole, sign, signifier, signified. And binary oppositions. Male, female, culture, nature, good, evil. And Levi-Strauss, myth analysis, that is, mythemes. And Roland, semiotics, cultural codes. And finally, structure over individual. Meaning depends on system, not author. And common NET questions. Who introduced structural linguistics? What is the difference between long and parole? Levi-Strauss is associated with which academic discipline? And what is Ferdinand de Saussure's main work? Oh yes, course in general linguistics. And if you understand that meaning comes from relationships, you have aced structuralism. And now one powerful metaphor to remember. Imagine literature is a game of chess. Structuralism tells you, don't study individual moves. Study the rules that make the moves possible. So that was structuralism, the theory that doesn't make you cry because it gently tells you your life is not chaos. It's a pattern, a structure, a system. You're part of a story template billions of people follow. In the next video, we move to the theory that looks at these structures, laughs at them, and then breaks them. And the teaser. It would be post-structuralism. Relax. Nothing means anything anyway. See you next time. Goodbye and thank you.